Usually when I talk about teleseminars, most people will zone out because they will think that I'm not the kind of guy who is good enough to conduct a teleseminar, or I've never done a teleseminar before, or I have a weird accent, or I just don't know how to do it, so therefore this is useless to me. I will not do it. Okay. I have when I was doing this, I used to think the same way as well. I would think that I would never be good enough to do a teleseminar, but when you actually start doing it, you'll find just how easy it is. Okay. First of all, teleseminar is not dependent on your looks. Okay, you don't have to wear a suit and a tie when you're doing this. Nobody can see you when you're doing a teleseminar, so it's a good thing. Okay. Secondly, it's very good to create content, and no one knows, as I said, when you're reading off a screen. Okay, what I like to do is sometimes I'll have some ebooks on my computer itself, and literally just read off the ebooks. Okay, you can do that as well. And teleseminars are not so scary because once you do it, you understand that there are a few functions of teleseminars. Function number one is the open setting, whereby you can talk to everyone who is on the phone call. Okay, and everyone can hear each other. Okay, that's what we call the open setting. Okay, but there's also what you call lecture mode. Okay, so lecture mode is when they can hear you, but you cannot hear them. You guys understand this? They can hear you, you cannot hear them. Okay, so even if you are afraid of talking to people, realize that you don't actually talk to people for more than 3 minutes. Okay, get on the call, greet them and say, hi, how are you? Usually you talk about the weather. After that, you say, okay, we're going to launch the presentation proper. I'm going to put you guys on lecture mode. Okay, so, and you just hit the buttons. Remember, you're the moderator, you're in charge. You hit the buttons, no one else can hear you. I mean, you cannot hear anyone else except maybe your guest speaker or just yourself. Okay, so you don't have to be afraid. Okay, those people there cannot touch you at any point. Okay, now if you're afraid of questions and answers, okay, if you are afraid if they ask you questions, very simple. Do not reopen the phone lines. Finish what you have to say. Thank you very much. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Bye. Finish. Nobody said you have to do question and answers. Get on the call and listen to me yap and finish. Right? If you are afraid, okay. Usually, I will encourage you to just answer. But as I said, you don't have to do a question and answer session. Okay. And let me just tell you one last thing why you should do teleseminars. Especially for information publishers, usually you can sell coaching on a call itself, and coaching will usually be expensive because it's a part of you. It takes up your time. Yeah. So that could be something, or you can also use it to sell everything is done for you kind of solution. All right, you explain, and usually the format of the call is something like this. Okay, usually you explain why something is important. Okay, you explain to them how to do it. Okay.